Tonight we're playing Dragonbane. We're playing the Castle of the Robber Knight. I'll be honest and tell you that this is a little bit of a spoiler. So if y'all have ordered that core rulebook that is up for pre-order right now, the hardcover, this is the adventure that's in it. So you've been warned. Don't watch this episode if you want that adventure spoiled. But the hardcover and the bestiary are both available for pre-order at freelypublishing.com. If you pre-order them immediately, you will get the PDFs just like that. All right, give me a few seconds and we'll get started playing Dragonbane. Hey everyone, welcome to Victory Condition Gaming. My name is Doug. Today on the show, we're playing Dragonbane. Now, originally this was a box set that came out from Freely Publishing, has all the goodies in it, standees, dice, cards, rulebook, adventure book. Now they have a hardcover book of the core rulebook and a bestiary that is coming out Q1 of 2024, so in a few months of this recording. So I'm really excited. This is the adventure that's in the new hardcover core rulebook. So it's kind of an exclusive adventure that you can't get anywhere else. So there is a little bit of a reason to pick up the core rulebook if you already have the box set. I don't know if, it's pretty much the same rules though, so it's just up to you whether or not you want this added adventure into your collection. All right. Really excited about the cast that we have tonight. Of course, we have the one and only Mr. Dragonbane joining us. Jonathan, John, thank you so much for coming on. How many hours have you ran Dragonbane at this point? Of course, you ran a ton of hours at PAX Unplugged for the Free League game room. How many are you at as of right now?
As of right now, let's see. It's 2 plus 5. Subtract the 7 divided by the 2. I think I'm at 478, 6, somewhere in there.
Nice.
Almost 500. Almost.
Not gonna quite get you over that 500 mark for this session. With this session, I was really hoping that maybe we would.
There's still a lot of time left in December. I might just put a shout out tonight after stream, just saying, hey, I need like 15 more hours. Who wants to play Dragonbane? Who knows?
Nice. I love it. And then, of course, joining us tonight are Janet and Mark from Dirty Woods.
Whoop.
Okay.
I got my Dirty Woods dice tray that I'm using tonight for my rolls. Hopefully that helps my rolls. Of course, we'll see. How are you all doing tonight?
Doing great.
If you hear some chaos, we got a new puppy, so we might go in and out of mute. But
all right,
we're good.
No, well, I'm playing a wolfkin, so hopefully they don't get offended by my scent and they think that you're.
They might.
And then also joining us is the one and only, making her VCG return, one and only Mish. Mish, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you all have you on again. And has everybody on the stream played Dragonbane before, or is this totally new for some of us? It's totally new for me. Awesome, very cool. Well, we'll try to address some of the rules along the way. It's a D20 system. It's a roll under system. So basically, you have attributes and skills. Whatever you want to do, something you want to roll your D20. Try to roll under the number that you have for your attribute and skill. And of course, Jonathan will be glad to help us as well. I'm sure since he's here to kind of facilitate this whole session.
I mean, at this point, I can pretty much just do it in my sleep. I don't know. So.
Absolutely. I will remind folks that if you are a fan of Dragonbane and you enjoy these actual plays, please hit that like button down below. If you're coming across our content for the very first time, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button. We're getting really close to 4,700 subscribers, and we'd love to hit that 5,000 mark at some point here pretty soon. And I just really appreciate the community that's embraced everything we do here, and got lots more content coming in 2024. With that being said, I think at this point I'm just gonna throw it over your way, Jonathan, so you can take the ball and run with it. There you go, and it's now your show, my friend.
All right. Well, welcome again, as Doug, the one and only, was saying. Welcome to VCG, as we are going to play Dragonbane tonight. I am very excited for us and for you all that gets to watch, because we are, like Doug saying, playing a new scenario, a new adventure within the new rulebook as itself. Now, I did pre-order. I got the hardcover limited edition, of course. Had to, but I got it printed out. I have it in my little handy dandy notebook, so I'm very excited about this. I've run it a couple times already, and it's a lot of fun. It's very interesting where the parties will go, where they'll decide what to do. So we're just going to get into it and see where this wonderful party takes us. So we have the Castle of the Robber Knight. I'll read a little excerpt for everybody real quick. For 2 days, you have wandered and you have arrived finally at your destination. A grassy hill towers before you. On its crest rests a ruined fortress, the Castle of the Robber Knight. The warmth within the inn's fire from the village seems distant. But you all remember the old woman's words. Long ago, a wicked robber knight named Hrothgar Wolfsbane plagued this area, pillaging and plundering wherever he could. He fought against everyone, the humans, the dwarfs, the elves. But it was the orcs who eventually brought down Hrothgar. An orc clan marched on Wolfbane's castle and stormed it. Many lives were lost that day, but in the end, Wolfbane fell, and his castle was ravaged by flames. Brave fortune hunters have felt compelled to explore the Robber Knight's castle in search of ancient treasures, but none have returned. Will you all be the first? And then just this awesome artwork. I mean, I can't speak enough about this artwork. I really can't. All right. So as you all have again finally reached the destination, it's taken you all a couple days from travel from the town of Outskirt. You all finally find yourselves upon that hill with the grassy hill and the crested at the very top, the ruined castle itself. You find yourself on this old gravel road. It's barely visible under the current state of the day. It's currently like 8 o'clock at night. It's dark out. You all saw storm clouds roll in, but you haven't felt any like rain or thunder or anything of that nature. But it's almost like it's lingering, almost like it's looming over you all, just kind of hanging there, waiting for just the right moment to strike. So I leave you all on this long gravel road in front of the castle. What would you all like to do?
I have a question. Is that old lady still with us?
No, unfortunately, you all left her at the inn. You left her at the tavern. So maybe you will see her again. Who knows?
Frostbite, you're supposed to bring the old lady.
I was hoping we'd get to hear her this whole session, because nothing better to hear John make that voice the whole.
You know, things can happen.
Yeah, I think I'm. Do we want to do player introductions and do like a little like spotlight on each character before we start down this gravelly path?
I think that sounds like a fantastic idea. We have some excellent names. I think we should definitely enter into who our players are.
Okay. I'll go first. I'm Frostbite the Fearless. I'm a Wolfkin fighter. I'm pretty much, big and buff, and I have this big this big chest tattoo across this is very prominent across my chest. Um, I feel, since I'm a fighter, I feel like maybe I was like an arena fighter at some point, and like that's like what I did for fun and for sports and for entertainment. People would come see me, and yeah, and I pretty much have some chainmail on me, and a big broadsword and a small shield, and basically I'm ready to conquer this castle because I'm Frostbite the Fierce.
You're wearing your brown pants though, right? Just in case.
My what? My brown pants?
Yeah, you're wearing your brown tunic pants just in case, right?
I mean, sure.
in case you become fear, in case you encounter fear,
Oh, I got you. Mission, would
Well,
you? Yeah, and
Yeah, I'll
I'm going
go.
to like, kind of start to walk down this path a little bit, and following behind me is Garmenia.
Yes, Garmenia Stormhair. People call me Stormhair. I am a human mariner, and I have a very ugly scar across my cheek from battle. I also am basically a pirate, so I'm greedy. I want the treasure. I'm definitely going down towards this castle, and also I don't do well not around water, so very out of my element, but it's worth it because my weakness says I'm greedy and I need to go.
I feel like as I'm walking down, you're like trying to get past me, and I'm just kind of like pushing you behind, just because I'm the one that is going to conquer this castle, not you.
Rude.
Yeah.
I think it's a little early to be that rude, don't you? Haven't even done all the player introductions.
Just saying.
I just think it's rude that you guys didn't tell us we were playing ourselves tonight. So I'd like to get that memo next time. I mean, Doug, you
All right.
described your tattoo and everything to
Yeah,
it.
I got that big chest tattoo all over.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to play Jax, who is a young mallard. I am small, even for a mallard, scrawny. I look weathered because I just consistently travel. I got the name Jax because as a kid, I would play the other young ducklings in Jax and always take their lunch money. And I have been accused many times of around things go missing, but no one's ever proven it was me.
it helps when you're that small. Nobody can see those quick hands.
And I am playing Grillick Grimjaw, a dwarven fighter who comes from a more crafty background, but didn't quite catch on to the rest of the family's craftiness. His long black beard held together with a leather band. Every time he grins, you see a small row of silver teeth, probably been replaced from scraps in his younger days. He does occasionally go into an icy stare, but it's not so much attitude as it is a sense of oblivion, and he has no idea what's going on half the time. But you really don't see that.
Almost like you have a 1,000-yard stare, almost, right?
Yeah. 1,000-yard stare into nothing.
Resting dwarf face.
I do. I have resting dwarf face.
Resting dwarf face.
I love it. I love it.
That we need a shirt for that. Resting dwarf face. Oh man.
I'm going to talk to a guy I know who has a couple of t-shirt companies.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
I thought you guys said you weren't playing yourselves.
No.
You have resting dwarf face. Yeah, there it is.
All right. Excellent. Sounds like we have a party that is worthy, or we shall see. But yes, again, it's going late in the day. The sun is just about to set. It's finally at that like last handful of minutes, and dark stormy clouds out. No rain yet, but you can almost feel it in the air. You feel the electricity before you. But yes, you have this long gravel road kind of leading up towards the ruined castle. And apparently, we already have Frostbite and Stormhair fighting over who's in front.
I'm winning that fight.
I don't think so.
I would like to hang just behind them. Let the the leaders go first. I'll kind of cling to the shadows behind them.
Of course.
Can I kind of look along the gravel path and make sure that there's nothing that's like going to jump out at us or anything as we go?
Sure can. I'll have you roll me a spot hidden.
All right. That's a 3. That must hit. That must be succeed. Yes, I actually have a 6. So yes,
I was gonna say. I think even on the lowest, I think that still hits. Yeah. So as you're kind of walking up and everything like that, you don't necessarily see anything that looks like a trap wire or maybe anything that could lead to a potential pitfall or trap or something along that sorts. But you do happen to notice a lot of shrubbery, like the path leading up. It's like I said, a gravel path, but there's a lot of shrubbery along, almost like, again, somebody hasn't been here in centuries to upkeep the area. But as you all are walking along, you kind of notice a little something underneath a little bit of the shrubbery. And as you kind of go and glance at it, it's actually an iron helmet.
Oh. Look at this. I'll reach under it and I'll do it really quickly before Garmania sees it. And I'll be able to pick it up and kind of dust it off and kind of look at it.
Well, be careful as you dust it off because it's got, like I said, it's you would almost expect it to be rusted, just because it's been out here. You're not sure how long, but it's got like these nasty looking spikes all across it and everything like that. Like it looks like a formable helmet. It looks like it could protect you if you were deciding to wear it. But be careful dusting it off. You don't want to, cut yourself.
Oh yeah, I'll. Like, hey, Garmania, look at this. Look what I just scored right here.
Looks old and rusty to me.
And I'll like take one of the. You said it's got like spikes in it.
It does.
Like.
Did you find a good campsite? It's getting dark. We probably ought to camp.
I don't know if we should camp. Maybe do we want to be seen going into this castle?
Oh,
I say keep going.
It's the castle.
Don't mind his resting dwarf face. Carry on.
You could easily say that the path itself is maybe another 50 meters, and you'll be right on the castle itself.
I'd like to use the shrubbery to my advantage, kind of my way up to the door.
So you want to be a little stealthy, is what you're saying.
Super stealthy.
Okay.
In my head as I'm being stealthy.
Go ahead and roll me a sneaking, please.
There's a 9 under 14.
Perfect. Yeah. As you all are kind of walking along, you've decided to kind of use the shrubbery, kind of just like weaving through it. It's tall enough. As mallards, they're roughly about a meter tall, just a little bit higher than that. But the shrubbery itself, it's about waist high on Frostbite over here, who is easily 2 meters tall. So yeah, you're easily able to kind of wander through the brush, just kind of keeping out of sight and everything. While you're doing that, though, Jax, go ahead and roll me a awareness. just because you happen to take it upon yourself to kind of weave in and out.
Made it.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, you're kind of, being a somewhat stealthy, sneaky kind of mallard. You don't really have anything heavy to make any sound, so you're very sneaky as you're walking through. You happen to, as you're, weaving, you look up towards the castle, and you swear, like, you see, like, something, like, take off, like, jump up into the air from the castle. And as you're looking, you kind of stop, you kind of duck down into the shrubbery, and you see just like I think it's called oh no, that's crows. A bunch of ravens, just like a flock of ravens, just take off into the air, and they start to fly down, and it looks like it's coming your way. I actually need everybody, minus Jax, because Jax is hidden right now. I need everybody to roll evade, please. So remember, you're wanting to make the number or lower. Oh, looks like one person succeeded. So as the ravens swoop down and just coming down.
Wait, what did they sound like?
Yeah.
Sound like the old lady?
Tookie.
Ooh, interesting plot twist. No. The birds come down, and our dwarven friend over here, easily, you kind of just like jump to the side real quick. Unfortunately, Stormhair and Frostbite, you all get pelted with birds as they're like flying through, like, and you all just kind of like you all take 1 point of slashing damage, unless you have armor that protects you.
I have armor.
Okay.
I do not.
Right. Oh.
Just picturing Frostbite still holding this spiked helmet, being like,
He's just kind of holding it out in front.
Do I like stab some of the birds and like take it, and there's like dead birds on the top of his helmet all in this fight?
Frostbite, I will say, if you decide to put that helmet on, it will grant you potential more armor, as well as a Bane on awareness. Just throwing it out there.
That's a Bane on awareness. I already have a Bane on evade.
But you're fearless. Who? What's it matter, right?
Changed my mind about this helmet. I would let you give it to me.
Oh.
It doesn't sound like you really need it. I'll happily take it off your hands.
You want to take this helmet? I mean, I was going to use it, but I guess you can have it, and I'll hand it over to you.
Okay. Stormhair, you can add Iron Helmet to your character sheet. It gives you +1 to your armor, so you officially have 1 armor, but it does give you a Bane to your awareness. So rolling a Bane, you're going to roll 2 d20s, and you're going to take the higher of the options.
And the getting hit with the crows, that's a hit point? Is that
That's
what that
1
counts
hit point.
as? Okay. Just making sure. Now that I have a helmet on, I would like to just start running towards the castle.
Head first, right? With the spokes down, kind of.
Full speed.
Hey, I thought Frostbite was fearless, but it almost seems like Stormhair is taking it a step above.
I'm really hoping there's a moat. I'm definitely hoping to find a moat when I get there. If I get there before everybody else, maybe I can take a little swim first.
All right. So you all continue along the path. Again, it doesn't take you all long, as you all. I mean, it's a singular gravel path leading up to the castle itself. It is on a hill, so unfortunately, there is no moat going around it.
Ooh.
But as you get within, we'll just say, 10 meters of what looks like a gate, you can tell that at the end of the road rises the old castle, as mentioned before. Definitely back in the day, it was an impressive sight. Now, not so much. It's heavy in ruins. Very run down, partially collapsed walls silhouetted by the gray sky. But in front of you is this broken brown gate of charred, rotten wood. Beyond it, you see a courtyard. You see what looks like an old tree. It's got no leaves on it, but it's an old tree within the courtyard. What would you all like to do?
I mean, as these two are running up there, you don't see me, but because I'm in the bushes, but you hear the sound of my little feet underneath the sound of these paws. Is everyone pausing at the door?
I want to do a perimeter check.
You're doing a perimeter check. I'm gonna stay at the door. I'm just gonna kind of look in, kind of see in just before I like go in. I want to just kind of like glare in a little bit and maybe sniff a little bit to see if I can smell anything.
It'll be a little hard to do a perimeter check just because how the castle is set up. It's on a hill, so you'd have to roll some pretty good rolls to go around it on a hill.
I'm hoping I can get around it somewhere where I can use my grappling hook and get in from a different location.
Ooh, we can definitely make that happen.
That's what I'm hoping to do.
Yes, no, I like it. Okay, so where you are right now, kind of in front of basically the front of the castle where there's the broken gate. Now, did you want to kind of go a little to the right, little to the left, or did you want to go like to one of the other sides to do this?
The left.
Okay, yeah. You kind of go off to the left a little bit. It is again, like I said, steep, but you're taking your time, kind of making sure you don't slip and fall. As you are preparing like your grappling hook and everything like that, I will need your highest agility to throw your grappling hook. So looking at your weapon skills on the right side, there's going to be strength and agility based weapon skills. What is your highest agility based skill? Where there's axes,
10.
bows. 10?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I need you to go ahead and roll a 10 or less, please.
8.
All right. So, yeah, again, as you were kind of taking your time, kind of, stepping in the right spots that way you don't tumble down the hill, you get your grappling hook and you kind of wind it up, and throw it up. It latches on to the top, and I will ask for a acrobatics roll to make sure you can climb up. Now you do, because you have a rope, you do get it at a boon. Oh, you succeeded?
I succeeded.
Fantastic.
Nice.
All right, so you're able to climb up the rope, and as you do, it's almost like there's like looking into the castle, like you're kind of just pulling yourself up, looking into the castle. Again, you see, that there is that wooden tree in the middle. Again, it doesn't like look dead or anything like that. It just doesn't have any leaves. It's just not pretty to look at. But you see a tower kind of rising up towards one side. You see kind of like a stone walkway going around the castle. And as you kind of pull yourself up to get up, you're officially inside the castle.
I'd like to go towards the tower.
Well, we'll come back to you real quick. What's everybody else doing?
I'm gonna look for Jackson Grillick.
Is it dark enough to where we're gonna need soon?
Yep.
Maybe in another half hour, but right now the sun is still up. There's still light out.
Okay. So I'm not going to bother lighting a torch then. But I just grab, battle axe and shield in hand and just kind of walk up to the front door. And with the intent of walking straight into the courtyard, but probably get distracted to check the craftsmanship of the front gate to be like, I wonder who made this.
Okay. Go ahead and whoever's there at the front gate, I need you to roll an awareness. But Grillick, I will also have you do a crafting roll because I want to see what you get there. Frostbite, what'd you get? Ooh, a dragon.
Got a one.
I got a 2.
Ooh, rolling well.
I'm aware as stuff.
I missed my awareness and I also missed my crafting check.
Okay.
So I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
Fantastic. So just as a reminder to everybody that's playing and watching, when you roll a 1, because this is a roll under system, it's a D20 roll under. 1s are amazing. Those are critical successes. We call those dragons. When you roll a 20, well, those are what we call demons. And fun things happen when demons are rolled.
You think fun things happen. It's not that fun for the rest of us.
Hey, no. It's narrative. It's fun for both of us. So as Frostbite, because you rolled that dragon, as you're walking up, you're kind of, again, you're in front of Jackson Grillick. And as you're walking up, you realize like where the ground is flat, like you're walking up on the gravel path, and as you get like right here, right at the top of the path where the gate is, you notice just right there in front of you, there's a hole just like in the floor, like in the stonework itself. Okay. And you stop instantly.
I'll hold back Jackson Grillick before they fall in.
Well, thankfully, Jax kind of noticed you stopping and saw it as well. Grillick, on the other hand, had no idea what was going on.
None.
But with your dragon, you successfully saved Grillick from just walking right into this hole and falling.
No.
Now, thankfully, the hole itself is only like, it only takes up a single square. So it's only like 5 by 5. It's only 2 by 2 meters because, again, this is a game in meters. You realize looking at it that if you all jump over it, if you all are able to successfully roll some acrobatic rolls, you all could get past it.
The first thing I want to do is I always have like a bag on my hip that's got marbles and pebbles I picked up. Grab a couple of those and I just kind of drop them over the side of it to hear how deep the hole sounds and if there's anything in there.
Okay. Yeah. You just kind of drop it. And as you do, go ahead and roll me intelligence. So looking at your attribute, we're going to roll it just like a skill check. You're going to want to make the number or lower.
Where's intelligence on here?
It's one of your attributes at the top.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Ooh, I'm not very smart. But I made it.
Success. Excellent. Yeah, as a mallard hooligan, one could say, you've kind of done things like this before. You've tested distances, and as you kind of drop a little stone marble going down, excuse me, you can tell that it's about 4 meters down. But it almost like plop, like it drops into water.
Oh, I found water for storm hair.
Dang it.
So we never split the party. The rest of the party finds water. No, just messing.
So let's go ahead and jump back over to Stormhair. As you're standing at the top of the wall, the castle wall, you're easily, if you're looking down to the ground and everything like that, you're easily 6 meters up. Now, where you are, you're kind of catty corner from the tower. So you'd have to walk all the way north and then all the way east to get to the tower. But it's not that far of a walk. It's not going to take you, an hour to do this. But you do see stairs that lead to the courtyard if you wish to, because you kind of roll me awareness while you're up there, kind of looking around.
Yep. Good. 7.
So yeah, as you're kind of starting to make your way, because you already said that, kind of walking towards the tower, you see your fellow party members at the front gate. And you kind of see where Frostbite and Jax kind of stop Grillick before he kind of tumbles into this hole in the middle of the entryway. But yeah, like I said, you see this wooden tree in the middle. You see, actually, you're passing right over top of it. What looks like there's a wooden oak table. This thing's long. It's like 6 meters long. It looks like somebody could easily house a large party just to feast here. Granted, it doesn't look like anybody's feasted here recently. There's a bunch of broken stuff all over it. But yeah, you see that tower if that's the way you want to keep going. Or you can party. It's up to you.
I can see people trying not to fall in holes. I know I'm greedy and I want that treasure for myself, but also I think I'll show a little restraint and go help the group because they seem to be having a hard time without me.
Of course.
But I would like to look at the table first. Can I inspect the table?
Yeah, I mean, you're standing like right over it. Go ahead and roll me another awareness. Looking down specifically like at the table.
Oh, no. 16. That's not going to work.
Yeah, like I said, you see a bunch of like broken pottery. Looks like maybe some moldy food just left out, because it's open to the air. If it was to rain on you all right now, everything would just get rained on.
I'd be so happy.
But you do see 2 benches, where, like, again, people could sit at the table. You see a cupboard that's kind of like off to the side against the wall, but that's all you see kind of like in this like little open room with no rooftop. So you can go join your fellow adventurers as you kind of walk down the stairs. You'll find yourself just kind of like on the other side of the hole, just like, if they were basically to jump over it, I mean, they could maybe get a boon if you are willing to assist them.
Oh, maybe yeah.
Catch them as they come.
I have a rope also. I could throw a rope across and help everybody over.
Yeah, if you throw a rope over to them, they would just have to make an acrobatics roll at a boon. So they roll 2d20, take the lowest.
I'm in. Let's jump.
Yeah, let's do it.
Frostbite.
Yeah.
You're going to have to toss me.
All right.
Sorry.
I'll grab him by the back of the neck and by like the back of his waist, I'll do like the shot put maneuver, and I'll just like swirl around a little bit, and then just let him go.
I will need a successful strength roll from you, sir.
Nice. That's a 7. I'm pretty sure that's a. My strength is 16, so yeah, that's
Okay, cool.
You said dwarf 9.
Now, are you throwing Grillick straight into Stormhair, or are you just throwing Grillick like over the hole?
I feel like, Stormhair's trying to show us up by like going doing her own thing, and like I feel like, I'll pretend that I didn't actually throw him at her, but I really did throw her.
Yeah.
Is this when Dwarf Bowling was born?
This is exactly when that was born. Yes.
It's actually, so this is actually a new Olympic sport created in the fantasy era. It hasn't caught on as well as we'd like, but it's getting there. Getting
a following.
So yeah, Stormhair, as you're kind of standing there like holding the rope with Jax, because Jax is like, hey, help me across. You don't realize it, but out of nowhere, you have this dwarf just tossed onto you, kind of just lands on you, and you kind of fall back prone, just kind of get off me.
You're supposed to catch me.
Supposed to warn me.
When did you get a helmet?
A long time ago.
I basically
All right, so
post lookout on the other side of the hole while the rest of them are coming across.
Okay. Go ahead and actually, I'll give you the option. You can roll an awareness, just trying to get a sense of what's around you, or you could do maybe a spot hidden and see what might be not casually seen. Your call.
It's the same roll either way, so it's not good.
No.
I don't see anything.
You're kind of just standing there in the courtyard. Like I said, you've got this massive tree in front of you. There's no leaves on it. But behind it, you see, the ruined tower. And then off to the left, where Stormhair was coming from, you see that there's a kind of what looks like a room or a chamber, but it doesn't look like it has a roof. So let me go ahead and get acrobatics rolls with a boon from both Jax and Frostbite.
I'm gonna look at Jax. And be like,
yeah.
I make angry duck noises and say, yeah. And I use the rope to get me across.
All right. So I guess
hopefully your dice roll doesn't go afoul.
But I rolled 2 5s. I made it.
I rolled a 15 and a 4, so my 4 should be.
Fantastic. I almost feel like Jax, like you and Stormhair were, using the rope, and Stormhair helped pull you across. And Frostbite, I almost feel like because you were impatient, you weren't waiting for the rope. You just kind of leapt forward and landed and kind of, yeah.
Good, because I was going to throw the rope.
As soon as I land, I'd like to look to see if I see any valuables worth putting in the bag.
Of course. Yes, anybody that wishes to, now that you're on the other side of the hole, you're promptly in the courtyard. You can either make me awareness roll, again, just kind of checking out the area, or if you're trying to find something hidden, something not normally seen, roll me a spot hidden. And just let me know which one you roll and if there's a success or not.
I feel like I want to check out the tree. Can I go over and check out the trees? Are we pretty close to that tree? Yeah.
I mean, it's roughly like It's less than 10 meters away from you. You can easily walk up to it and check it out if you want to make an awareness roll about it. Yeah.
I did spot hidden and I
This good.
lost.
Okay. Yeah, frostbite. As you walk up, you're looking at the tree, and you kind of just like, yep, that's a tree. Yep. Stormhair, you said you were rolling a spot hidden?
And I lost it.
Okay, yeah. You're kind of actually fascinated with this hole. Like you look down and you can almost see what looks like a shimmer from the water, like from what you're used to as a mariner, you know. You can't tell how far it is, but you can tell that there's potentially water in the cellar.
Yeah, I would love to explore that. Take me to the water.
I mean,
does anybody else want to go get in the water with me?
You could potentially just jump down or find a way to get down there.
Can I use my grappling hook and just slowly lower myself down into the hole?
You know, Stormhair, I love you. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. What about Jackson and Grillick? What were you all doing?
Water. There's no sea for miles around here.
Grillick has no idea what's going on. I'm searching around and use spot hidden, and I made it.
Perfect. So, a couple things happen. You're not necessarily seeing anything that stands out as far as treasure. You know, this is a ruined old fort. This is definitely seen as better days. But with your spot hidden, you notice something in the tree. And you kind of just like look up, and it's amazing how nobody else has seen it yet. But you see 3 goblinoid bodies kind of like moving in between the branches, kind of like looking at you all.
You can do a little like whistle out of the side of my beak to get my traveling companion's attention. And I just kind of do a little nod that way because they haven't attacked us. I don't want to let them know that I notice that they're there. I just want everybody to be like,
I'm just gonna nod back.
Yeah, with your successful spot hidden, you know, you noticed them in a nonchalant way, kind of like you were like, you know, happen to glance and see them and whatnot. But yeah, you as everybody else has caught on to what you're doing, you all see.
I'm totally not catching on. I'm just nodding.
Oh, okay.
All right. So based on the blank stares and nods I'm getting back, I, under my breath, go, "In the tree, you idiot."
Climbing into this hole doesn't sound so bad now, does it?
Am I still getting blank stares back?
No. I totally get what you're nodding about now.
Okay, picking up what I'm putting down. Good.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
All right. So, is there something that you all would like to do? Because again, they're kind of like, as you've kind of noticed them now, they're more or less waiting for the right moment. You know, you all can see where they're right above Frostbite. Like, as Frostbite's like right there by the tree, like you could tell they're like right above them.
I would like to stealthily pull my sling out. Do I have a chance to get a shot off on one?
You know what? You rolled a successful spot hidden. Roll me this. Roll me a sleight of hand, please. What about anybody else?
I would like to take my torch out and light my torch and casually light the tree on fire.
Oh, you know what? This does look like an old tree. I kind of like this idea. So, what was the sleight of hand roll first?
It was a fail. I was going to push it, but if we're going to set the tree on fire, I might just accept that I've got my sling ready, but I don't feel like I can like get the shot off.
Okay. So frostbite, if I may, narratively, real quick. Yeah, you're standing, just a meter from the tree. You knocked on it and everything like that. Now that you're aware of them and everything like that, you're almost intently like listening in, and you can almost go ahead and roll me an awareness. I want to see if you hear this.
No, that was an 18. That's not.
Okay. So you don't hear the goblins above you saying, "Look at this dummy! He has no idea we're up here." You don't hear that at all. So scratch that from your brain.
Yeah, no, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. But you take out your flint and tinder. You take out your torch, and you're just kind of like, it's gonna get dark here soon, guys. I'm gonna light this torch, and you kind of start lighting it up and everything, and as you're kind of like you get the torch like lit, you're kind of holding it like this. You're holding the flint and tinder kind of like backwards almost, and we'll say that you kind of just like, how like you're holding a match and you forget that you're holding a match and it gets all the way to the bottom and it kind of gets your fingers. Mm-hmm. We'll say that the same thing kind of happens where your flint and tinder stays lit and it just kind of falls into like the crevice of the tree, kind of where you're just like and you kind of holding the torch. You take several steps away from the tree and kind of just like this big grin on your face, like walking towards your party. But the tree, it takes a moment, but yeah, it doesn't go out. It does start to slowly catch on fire.
How did the goblins respond to that?
Now, are you openly like looking up into the tree, like at them specifically?
Oh yeah, I'm like halfway in the hole, waiting to climb down, waiting to see if anybody's coming with me, and like watching the spectacle of the goblins in the tree, just like waiting to see if I need to shoot them with my bow.
Okay, yeah. So as you're kind of like getting down, like we'll say that you're getting your hook like lodged in a spot. That way, if you wish to climb down, you could.
Sure.
And yeah, as you're kind of like glancing up towards the tree, you'll notice them move towards the back side of the tree, away from the front where you all were.
Now that it's lit, can I actually see them?
Yeah.
Frostbite. Toss me again.
Oh.
And I'll go over and I'll reach over and I'll do the whole cannonball maneuver. I'll twirl around and then just fling them up towards the goblins.
I have no words for this. Yes. Roll Frostbite, roll strength. I want to make sure that you can properly toss Grillick a second time. Yes. All right. Yeah, Grillick, you're going to get spun a couple more times. And then out of nowhere, you kind of gracefully get yeeted into the air. And I can almost 100% picture you kind of just like, trying to swing towards a goblin.
Oh, yeah.
Because as you're like flying in the air coming at them, you start to hear them shriek. Jump, jump! I will need, before we go into initiative, because this is really cool. I need you to roll your axe because you're axing them a question in the tree.
Are you playing axe catching with them?
All right. I rolled a 13 and my axes are 14, so we're there.
All right. So go ahead and roll your damage, and make sure to add in. Do you have a damage bonus strength by chance?
Yes.
Perfect. Add it all in for me.
11.
All right. So, first off, have you all ever just ran a game and not expected something to happen and just enjoy the moment that it doesn't go that way?
No, that's never
happening
happened.
right now. I'm loving this. Thank you all. All right. So, as you're flying, do you say anything as you're like swinging at this first goblin?
No, it's probably just a guttural dwarven like. Rah!
Okay, cool. So you outright murk this first one. Like as you're getting closer, you can tell that these goblins have typical wear on them. They've got like leather armor, they've got like a knife at the hip kind of thing. But as you just like coming down, like you swing so hard, the branch that it's on, like you're going through the goblin, through the branch, and you're kind of like falling down on it, like landing into the ground. Okay. The other two goblins, they jumped out the other side, and we're going to jump into initiative. So we have 4 adventurers versus 2 goblins. Now, ordinarily, because with Dragonbane, this is not a, D20, roll your initiative, let's do the calculations to figure out who goes first, who goes last. This is a draw system. We got cards 1 through 10. So 1 goes first, 10 goes last. Now, what we're going to do, because ordinarily we just be sitting around a table, but we're all spread out across, the U.S. So unfortunately, we can't draw a card. But what we're going to do is I'll just go like this, so on and so forth. So allow me to shuffle real quick. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's fantastic, Grillick. Now, Grillick, I do want to point out that you are the closest one to the goblins, and everybody else is like 10 meters away.
All right.
Just let you know. Yeah.
I'm good with that.
All right. So who wants to draw a card first?
I will.
I think Grillick should go first since he was the closest.
All right. Grillick, you are number 2.
I'll take it.
Let's see here. Stormhair, you are 10. Now, let me draw the rest of the initiative cards, and we'll discuss another fun feature about the initiative. Jax, you are 3. And then Frostbite. Ooh, numero uno, my friend.
Very nice.
Now, for the goblins. 6. So, with the initiative system with Dragonbane, you all can trade your initiatives. Okay, so if Frostbite doesn't want to go first, Frostbite can trade with somebody else. Now, I'm sure Frostbite wants to go first, but yeah, we have 2, 10, 3, 1, and then 6. So right now, as it stands, we have Grillick going first, Frostbite going first, Grillick second, Jack's third, then the goblins, then Stormhair. Do you all wish to trade or leave it as it is?
I'm good.
You guys, I have a short bow.
I trade my initiative with Stormhair if she would like.
Well, okay.
Okay. Let me just write this down for myself so I can properly go through initiative. All
So
right.
do I have a chance to get to the at least one of the goblins? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're because you're so close to the tree as it is. Like you walked away from the tree to pick up Grillick and throw, but you were still close enough. They're within 10 meters. You can easily get there.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna get to the closest goblin, and as I'm going, I'm going to draw my I forget what I have for a. I have a broadsword. Yes, a broadsword, and I'm just going to try to slash the goblin that's in front of me. Just be like,
Please do. Now,
all
yeah.
right.
Go ahead and roll your swords.
Let's see. That's swords. So that is a hit,
All right. Roll your
and
damage.
my damage is I forgot what so I have a 16 in strength. What do I have for a damage bonus? Is that a D6?
Yes.
Yes. So I have a D10 and a D6.
No, it's a D4. 17 would be a D6.
Okay, D4. So it's a D10 and a D4. All right, here we go. It was 11 points of damage.
How do you do it, my friend?
I'm going to say that I take it, and I was like, Frostbite says you have no chill, and I'm just gonna slice him and like just slice him right in half. Like the goblin's eyes just kind of like look at me real quick, and like all of a sudden it just knows that it's like made a mistake, and it just go down and just slice him right down the chest.
This is the moment he knew he messed up. Yeah, you cleave this other one right in half. So before you kind of have your sword kind of like, like you kind of hit the stone as you swing. And, Goblin is on both sides of your sword, and you're kind of looking over. To your right, you see 2 meters from you, another Goblin. And then 4 meters from you, you see Grillick with his Warhammer, or battle axe, crushing a goblin underneath. You see that last goblin between you two. 2 things are going through its mind, but you won't know until its turn. So, Stormhair, what would you like to do?
I would like to try and shoot because I don't really want to get close to the goblin. I feel like I'm a good distance away.
Oh
I
yeah,
could shoot it with my short bow.
yeah. I'm pretty sure with a short bow you got plenty of range. Yeah,
30.
you've got 30 for range. So yeah, you're good. Go ahead and roll your bows for me, please. Row your bows.
So my bows. Bows and crossbows are different. Never mind. Okay. Just kidding. Oh, I didn't get it. 15.
Now, I will say this is a pivotal moment for you. You could either A, let the roll continue and we just move on to the next person, or you could push your roll. Pushing your roll means that you can re-roll your skill check. It doesn't guarantee that you'll succeed. It just gives you the chance to succeed. But if you do decide to push, you will take the condition related to agility, because bows is a agility-based skill.
I don't know what it means. Take the condition.
It will mean that you're going to roll at a bane on all further rolls for agility. So, you're rolling 2d20, taking the highest, which it's up to you. You could do it, or you could hold off.
I also have adaptive. Can I do that?
Typically, we want to do that before the roll, but
okay. Well, that I was going to, but I realized.
Oh no, you're fine. Yeah, no, you're fine. So with adaptive, it allows you to take basically allows you to use your skill from another one of your skills, like the number itself, the target number. What did you roll? What was your number?
Oh, I don't have any skills that would have been under that or over
Higher?
that. Yeah, I
Okay.
rolled a 15. So
Ah,
I'm just
okay.
gonna let it go. Like I tried, you guys. I'm still over here ready to like help you into this hole whenever you're done fighting goblins.
All right, all right.
We'll be burying some goblins there shortly.
Well, that means it is Jack's turn.
All right, so I'm gonna run up with my knife and stab it. The guy
Okay.
in the middle, who's the only one left.
Yep, there's only one left.
All right, it was successful for 3 damage.
3 damage. All right.
Do you have an agility bonus?
Oh, I do. Sorry. Correction. 8 damage.
Ooh, nice. So yeah, as you kind of like you run up, you know, you know, you see where the goblin is like looking over to its left, where Frostbite had just slain one of the one of its fellow goblins. And it's almost like right at that last second, like you're just kind of like running up. It turns to you and sees you pierce through the leather armor. You do some damage, but unfortunately, it's still alive. Oh, this hurts. And it is the goblin's turn, and it's going to try and take a stab at you because it kind of like it pulls out like while it's still like stabbed, it's going to push you off. It's going to grab its knife and it's going to come at you. So that is a 19. So a 19 does not succeed for the goblin.
Nice. I laugh in his face.
And it's almost like because it's so wounded, like it's kind of like holding its side. It tried to strike at you, but it realized like as it's striking, like it's pulling at its side, like so it missed completely. But Grillick, it's your turn.
All right. After playing partially defensive when hitting the ground, collect myself. That last goblin that's up, just rush the heck out of him with my battle axe. Smashing him in the face. And I rolled a 3, so that's definitely going to hit.
So are you coming at the goblin like over, or are you trying to be like Tiger Woods and go under?
So I'm probably, to add insult to injury, I'm going under. It's a one-handed battle axe. I'm going under to hit the same location that Jax had just stabbed.
Ah, yes.
Make it even worse.
There you go. There you go.
So that's 9 damage.
How do you do it, my friend?
You know, how's he die?
Oh, yeah, I mean, sorry, I'm a little slow.
You're good. You're good.
He's playing his character to the T.
Right? I'm slicing right through the same spot and just clean through, probably sever spine and get almost all the way through, probably getting lung and heart at the same time. And also at the same time as that's happening, I'm going, ew, gross.
Yeah, in like slow motion, your face just like, ew.
Yeah.
Well, as far as you all can tell, you all have successfully defeated the goblins at hand, and you are now out of combat.
I'd like to raid the goblins'
Of
corpses
course.
Same.
for treasure.
All right. So anybody that is wanting to search the bodies, please roll me a sleight of hand.
I'm cleaning my axe off currently.
You probably tore off some of the goblin tunic and was like cleaning it with it. Yeah.
I got a demon.
Ah. All right.
I did
What
not
about Jack?
get a demon. I got a 3 out of under 15, so I'm good.
So, unfortunately, with a demon, which also, just as a side note, you cannot push a demon. So, if you ever roll a demon and you want to try and push it, unfortunately, can't do it. So, Stormhair, as you're kind of searching the bodies, you know, you're just more fascinated by the fact that the goblins have just been. I mean, it only took you all one round. It took you all less time than you actually realized from seeing them to now them being on the ground. And, well, two of them are cut in half. One of them's just smashed all to pieces. But Jax, as you are searching the bodies, you find 2 knives. You find a dagger. You find, after the dice stops rolling, you find 18 silver between the 3 bodies. Now, of course, Jax, it's on you whether you tell the party what you find.
Guys, I found a knife. Does anybody
Nice.
No, nobody needs a knife?
I need a knife.
I'll sell it to you for silver.
No. Thought you were giving away your knife.
Oh, the goodness of my heart. I will give you this knife.
Aw, thanks.
So
You guys are
let's
so
go.
nice to
So-
me.
I want you to know how much I value the people I work with.
This greedy thing's really paying off for me.
Oh, how I enjoy playing with you all. You all are great. So, before you in the rest of this tower, the tree, it's still like if if you all happen to walk to the front side where the tree was slowly starting to burn beforehand, it's definitely caught a little wind now. It's definitely picked up. It's not like in full embers or anything like that, but it's definitely started to pick up a flame.
Nice.
Get to the cellar.
I think we should go check out the tower.
Yeah, let's go over to the tower.
Okay.
I'm assuming the tower must go down into the cellar too.
Well, you don't truly know until you go over and inspect. So, as you, yeah, because like I said, you got the tree in front of you that's starting to burn up. You know, back by the gate, there's the hole that leads down to the cellar. To your left, you know that there's some kind of like room that's got, you know, no roof to it and everything like that. But then over to your right, you do see the tower itself that goes up just a little bit, just enough to give you some intrigue.
If we go through the cellar, we'll be able to get to the tower.
Listen,
Will
we
you?
left living in the water for a reason.
Can't swim very well.
We're excellent swimmers. We just didn't want to be there no more.
Oh.
I'd like to, the room that doesn't have a roof, I'd like to search that for any like hidden objects, things like that real quick.
Sure, yeah. Go ahead, like as you enter into we'll call it a hall because you know it has this long 6 foot or 6 meter wide or 6 meter long table. Go ahead and roll a spot hidden.
Nope, I find nothing.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, as you kind of walk into this room, you know, before you, it must have been some kind of great hall to have this long of a table. There's a sad mess of half-rotten, rafters. That's what they're called, above you, because there's no roof at all. It's just air coming in. Broken dishes. There's some like moldy food on top, but the only other thing you see in this area to your right, you see what looks like a painting on the wall. Now it's kind of off to the side, and then on the other side of the table, you see what looks like a some kind of cupboard, almost like you could store something in there.
I would like to open the cupboard.
Sure. Go ahead and make me a stealth roll, a sneaking, please, as you do this.
Seriously? No. This dice is getting yeeted or used for. No, I did not make it.
Okay. All right. Let's take a moment real quick. Grillick, Frostbite, Stormhair, what are you all doing?
Wait, are you drinking straight pickle juice? Or just the jar? Just the jar. Okay. Okay, sorry.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna like kind of follow Jax a little bit just to make sure that Jax doesn't get into trouble.
Okay.
And while Jax is looking in the cupboard, I'm going to kind of look around and look at some of the other stuff that Jax is not looking at. So like maybe I go over to like the painting and take a look at the painting and just kind of like take a look at. I'll look at the table, of course, as I'm walking my way. I'll be just like casually walking by the table and over to the painting, I think.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an awareness, please, Mr. Frostbite.
I don't think that succeeded. It did not.
Okay. All right. And Grillick,
It's
what
such
are
a
you doing?
mystery.
So they both went into that room. Storm Harry's still over by the hole.
Yep.
All right, so walk over to the hole and kind of look down it and like, you sure you want to go down there?
Yeah. I want to go into the hole and light the torch and look around and see if it's worth exploring further. Because I have a torch also.
Stormhair, you'll actually kick a couple pebbles that are on the ground over into the hole. And yeah, I mean, it's bloop, 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 and you'll see like ripples starting to go.
So the torch isn't going to work in the water.
I mean, if you put the torch in water, no. But you could potentially hold the torch up as you're waddling through water.
Yeah, I just want to get in it far enough to see if I can see anything else in there using my torch.
Okay, so
I
you
have
just
to
want to
look around.
So you want to climb down just a little bit to kind of see what's down here.
Yeah, just enough to like see like how big the room is. Is there a door? Maybe we can get to the tower from this room and they will follow me.
Okay. So I'm going to need you to do something for me. I need you to roll an acrobatics, but because you have a rope, you're going to do it at a boon. So roll 2d20 and take the lowest of the options.
Oh, yeah, 18 and a 19, and that does not do anything for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fantastic, because what we're going to do, Grillick, as you're standing over the hole, kind of watching Stormhair kind of lower herself down the ladder, Stormhair, you kind of like let go of the rope just at the wrong moment. Like you're like as you're like grabbing, you kind of like let go and you fall into the water. Unfortunately, your torch goes with you. Cool. So we'll pop back over to Jackson Frostbite real quick.
Do you hear that splash? Or like a yell or anything as she falls into the water?
I don't know. Does Stormhair yell anything?
Yeah, a little bit.
Hey, where's that old woman from the tavern? Where's she at?
Yeah.
It kind of happens at the same moment because Jax, as you're opening the cupboard, before you is a sleeping goblin. I say sleeping in the sense of almost past tense because you weren't very sneaky. You failed your sneaking roll. As you open the cupboard, you kind of like let out like a little startle, like ah, and it startled the goblin. And you see this goblin like all curled up and everything like that. It's got like this goblet in its hand. It's kind of like holding. But it kind of like jumps out, pushes past you, and climbs on top of the cupboard. Now, Frostbite, right before that happened, you had got over to that painting. And as you're looking at the painting, it's a large painting that hangs askew on the wall. It depicts a very stern man with these evil gray eyes. There's a wicked grin across his face. And you can see like black, almost like raven black hair, kind of like smoothed back. He seems to be wearing a full set of armor, spiked almost in certain parts. And he has this like great helm underneath his kind of like his arm, kind of like this. But you just get like a brief glance at this before you hear two kind of like cries, just ah! One from maybe a splash, maybe somebody fell in water. I don't know. I don't know. But as you kind of look over to your left, you quickly see this goblin jump out of the cupboard towards Jax, does a little spin, jumps on top of the cupboard, and there's a dagger in his hand, and then it's got like the goblet in the other. And it's just like, ah, who are you all? What are you all doing here?
I'm gonna take out my broadsword and just kind of hold it in his direction to kind of like show like the whole Crocodile Dundee kind of thing. Like, that's not a knife.
This is a knife.
Yeah. Yeah. Like hold it up to him to show him that he's kind of out-weaponed.
Okay. Outgunned even?
Outgunned almost.
All right. Jax, what are you doing? You kind of fell back against the table and you're kind of standing back up while this goblin is standing basically above you on top of the cupboard.
Well, first off, I'm super ticked off that it startled me and that I was not sneaky. They're angry, like quacking noises that I cannot translate. This is a family-friendly show. And then, which basically activates like a sense of my ill temper because I am just not happy.
Exactly.
And then when he says, "What are you doing here?" I say, "Where's the treasure?"
You're here for the treasure, huh? You're here for the treasure, huh? I don't think you're ready for the treasure.
Is that a threat?
Oh, and kind of takes like the knife and kind of just like throws it up into the air and catches it again and just kind of does it again. It's like, oh no, trust me, you're not ready. And kind of looks over towards the tree and says, huh, where are they? Where's my goblins?
Dead.
And
they split.
They made like a leap and split. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's gonna look at you like, oh, I don't know about this. No. You're not gonna get away clean at this. We'll take the goblet. And kind of like as you're getting a better look at it now, because it's not in the darkness of the cupboard, you'll see that it's actually like a horn, like a almost like a shoe horn, like made of some kind of animal maybe. And we'll like take what's in it, toss it off, take the knife, toss it to the side, put both hands onto this like some kind of horn and blow into it. Woo!
I'd like to throw something at him when he starts doing that.
Okay, yeah. Where do you want to throw?
Whatever I can grab closest on the table.
What
Yep.
about one of those daggers that you had?
Oh, kicks down. Yeah, I'll throw a dagger at him.
Okay, cool. So yeah, go ahead and roll me your knives.
I made it.
All right. Go ahead and roll. Let's see here. Do you have stats for a dagger?
I do. Well, no, I have stats for a knife.
Well, go ahead and roll knife.
Okay. Knife.
Dagger damage is D8.
Oh, then it's the same.
Okay.
9
What
damage.
was it?
9.
9. Okay, cool. Oh, perfect. All right. So yeah, frostbite. You see this going on. I assume you're gonna start running over. Like you're gonna jump on the wooden table and run towards them, right?
Yeah, I'll be like, your party horn doesn't really impress me, buddy. And I'll like growl and jump up onto the table.
Okay. Grillick, you heard a couple things happen. You heard a scream, and then you heard some yelling from what sounded like a goblin. Are you going to look down at Stormhair and try and get Stormhair up, or are you going to go straight to where the action's going on?
Did she fell off the rope?
She fell off the rope. It was only a couple meters from the water, so, splashes into the water.
I'm going to hold here, probably yell down in the hole, "You all right, lass?" And while keeping an eye down the hole to make sure she's not in trouble, while keeping an eye where I heard the sounds come from, just to see which way do I go? I don't know.
All right, Stormhair. So you stand up out of the water and you realize you only fell a couple meters. Like you really didn't fall that far at all. But you hear Grillick yell down to you, "Are you okay? Do you want to climb back up?" Because you hear, like, as you stand up and you're kind of like wiping the water off your face and everything like that, you hear some yelling going on and potentially a horn being blown.
Yeah, I don't know how keen I am on going back towards all that noise. Yeah, I'm fine. And I do want to look around.
Okay. You will have to relight your torch because it did go out. Now, great thing about torches, as long as they don't burn up, you can still relight them. So you're good on that aspect.
Wonderful.
It'll take a moment to kind of dry it off with the flint and tinder. So it'll take a couple moments, but you can still do that if you wish.
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. So back to Jax, back to Frostbite. So Jax, you take the dagger and you throw it right into the chest. And it kind of has the dagger kind of like stuck into it. It's only, like it's not all the way in or anything like that. Like the leather armor helped prevent some of it. But pulls out the dagger, throws it down, and then just with the last little ounce blows back into it. Frostbite, I assume that you're gonna just jump up and swing, right?
You're on mute, Frostbite.
You're on mute there, sir.
Yeah, I'm just gonna jump up and make sure that he doesn't blow that horn anymore.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack. Assume you're using your sword. All right. Roll damage.
And that is for 10 damage.
It honestly only took 2 because Jax already threw a knife and pretty much hurt this thing pretty bad. But yeah, as this goblin is blowing, just like starts blowing on the horn again, You just swipe right down. You cut through the horn even, slicing this goblin right in half again. Now, Jax, being underneath the cupboard and everything like that, a little bit of goblin blood does get on you, but hey, it's all in a day of adventuring, right? It's all in a day of adventuring. But as you all stand there, kind of figuring out, like, oh my gosh, what just happened? Grillick, you hear the same thing where the horn starts to blow again, but then quickly cuts out. No pun intended, as
Unintended.
But as you're kind of like looking back down into the water, you see Stormhair kind of like using flint and tinder, trying to warm up the torch from being soaked in water and everything like that. It's at this moment that all four of you don't even have to roll for this. This is free. You hear this sound, this blood-curdling sound come, well, from the direction of the tower. It kind of sets you all at unease, gives you kind of goosebumps for a moment. Now, Jackson, Frostbite, you all will have to go to the doorway to kind of see what's going on. But Grillick, from where you are, if you just kind of like tilt your head, like tilt your body just a little over to the side, you'll see standing at the stairs to the tower, the ruined tower, because again, this castle is not pristine in any way. You'll see this this heavily armored, it's not completely ethereal, not like completely see-through, but this ghostly figure standing there, clad in heavy armor. No head, though. There's no head whatsoever. But you see this like large warhammer in its hand. And you hear this blood-curdling roar again, which is the weirdest thing. It almost... I kind of need you to roll a fear. Roll against your willpower, because you're getting hit with a fear attack.
9.
All right. You succeed.
I want to yell up to Grillick and ask what's going on.
Grillick, you can explain if you'd like.
Not sure yet. It's a ghosty.
Ghost. Oh.
I think you may have his hat.
Oh no.
Okay. Frostbite and Jax, I assume you all rush over to the doorway to kind of see what's happening.
Yeah, I do have a question about the painting though before I leave this room. Is the helm that I see in this painting, does it look like the iron helmet that was given to Stormhair?
It does not.
Okay.
But the figure that you saw in the painting, you don't know yet.
Okay. When I get so as I'm leaving this room and I see this ghost figure, I'm going to try to put 2 and 2 together. Does it look like the painting, only without like a head?
Only headless.
Okay, that's kind of what I figured. All right, that's interesting information. So it is definitely someone from. It's definitely the castle's previous occupant. Okay.
You can go ahead and roll me an intelligence for your character.
I don't think my intelligence is that high.
May the odds be in your favor.
Yeah, it failed. I actually have a 13. I have a 13 in intelligence, but I rolled a 15.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at it and you're kind of making an assumption that this could be the previous tenant, but you're not 100% sure.
Okay.
All right. So it starts to take several steps down to the courtyard. It hasn't, there's like 10 steps from the courtyard to the tower, and it's just kind of slowly walking down the steps. Do you all wish to do anything?
At this point, I'm just battle axe and shield, just waiting to see what happens.
It's a ghost. It's what's gonna happen? Like,
Well, the armor's real, but the body itself looks ghostly.
So I'm imagining where the doorway is back into the courtyard from the room Frostbite and I were in. Frostbite's at that door. I am a third the height of Frostbite. Yeah, so like around Frostbite's knees, you see Jax's little mallard face. And here again some beep beep quack quack. And I would like to use my sling because I'm not sure if it's real or not, like the ghost. So I just want to ping it with something to see if like anything happens.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll your slings, please.
Oh, I just made it.
All right. Yeah. You Frostbite, you hear this like whirling sound coming from behind you, like, and like just as you're starting to turn back, you see this rock just fly out from next to you. And go ahead, Jax, and roll some damage, maybe.
I would just like to say also, once I send it flying, I move back behind Frostbite. So if the ghost looks,
Of
it
course
looks
you
like
do.
a thing from Frostbite.
Of course you do.
that seems about right.
8 damage, if
8.
there's damage.
All right, yeah. So as you it hits armor, like it smacks into it, and you see it stop in its tracks in the middle of the stairs, and where you can see like the body turns, it turns towards the doorway where you two are.
But it only sees Frostbite.
Great.
And halfway, because like I said, it's halfway down the stairs, it actually leaps off the stairs, lands onto the courtyard, and you all hear this guttural, harsh, raspy voice yell out again. Again, the most precarious thing, because it has no head. You have no idea where this voice is coming from. Unfortunately,
Now you gone and done it.
I had to know.
Yeah, thanks, Jax.
You're welcome. You got
all
this.
right, so Stormhair, you are down in the cellar. You have successfully spent enough time that you can basically light your torch again, okay?
Finally.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and we'll start with Frostbite. All right. So 5.
Five. All right.
Let's go ahead and go for Jax, hiding behind Frostbite. 6.
Okay.
Grillick, standing above the hole. 4. And then Stormhair, hiding down in the hole. 10.
I love it. I love it.
So one of the cool things about monsters in Dragonbane, you all encountered goblins earlier. Now, they still got a card. They only got 1 card for each, for all of them total. And they still had to make skill checks to hit you all. Unfortunately, what you all are encountering right here in front of you, this is a monster. So it has a ferocity level that gives it multiple actions per round, and it auto hits. But we'll get into that momentarily. So we have 1,
Oh, wow.
7, and 3.
Great. Love that for me.
So this may not look like it's in your all's favor, but the night, you know what? Dice could go very well for you all. Dice could go very well.
Could go great. Yeah. It's going to be awesome.
You'll
Uh,
hear the sound of the cupboard close as Jax crawls into it. Just like,
Before anything happens, since I went through that room, did I see the painting too or no?
no, so where you were standing, like right here looking in, it was mounted on the wall right here. So it was just beneath you.
Oh,
Yeah, it was just beneath you.
that's too bad.
All right, so let's see here. We've got all right. Well, first one up, it's gonna be
Yeah.
Doug's face.
It's gonna rush over towards that room specifically where Frostbite is in the doorway.
I
And
say, I don't know why I invite you into these streams.
so
Hey,
here's
I
the thing,
believe in
though.
you, Frostbite. You can do this.
Yeah.
As it runs over, it's going to bring its Morning Star, its weapon in hand, and it's going to do a sweeping attack, which means that any player character within 2 meters, so this does involve Jax as well, is going to get hit with this attack.
Jax is in the cupboard.
Behind.
I'm kidding.
So now, just as a reminder, you could use your action to evade or parry if you wish, but it would take your action.
Yeah. No, I know. But yeah. No, because I want to. I feel like I need to do something back to this guy.
Okay.
Otherwise, he's just going to keep swinging on me, and I don't want him to do that.
So, Jax, did you want to parry or evade?
No, I want to stab it too.
Okay. All right. So it is going to roll its attack.
I believe in us.
It is going to sweep you all for 9 points of bludgeoning damage. So remember, take your armor, subtract the 9, and then that's the total damage it does to you all.
I'm still alive.
Oh, just barely alive. Great. Love that.
All right.
Love that for me.
And then number 3.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Hand of Death.
Wait. What was it called again? What was this called again?
I mean, technically it's Hand of the Dead, but it just sounds cooler, Hand of Death. I don't know.
Either way, it sounds delightful.
So, Frostbite, with you right there, it's going to hold its hand out to you, and almost in a force gesture, it's going to like lift its hand and then like off to the side. And it's going to throw you against the wall, dealing 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right, but I've got armor, so the armor negates that.
Correct. Subtract, and then yeah. All right. Number 4.
Oh, that's me. Sorry, I forgot. I was just waiting for 27 more attacks from the monster.
So right now the white is this armored knight is in the doorway. So you have enough, like there's enough distance you could get there and attack.
Yeah. So I am going to run that direction while taking a brief second to scream down the hall to Stormhair, "We're gonna need some help up here!" and run towards the ghostly figure
Okay.
to try and assist my companions.
Go ask it a question, please.
Reluctantly. All right. This one was doing good for me before. Let's take a swing. You gotta be kidding me.
Ooh, push it.
I missed, but no.
Would you like to push it?
I don't want to push it.
Okay.
Okay.
So I
Not a
tried.
problem. Not a
But
problem.
I don't want to have a bane on my strength checks. So
All right.
we're too
Well, that sounds like frostbite.
All right.
Sounds like it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna just take my broadsword and just try to like slash at him and try to do some sort of damage to this guy.
Yeah, he like I said, he raised you up into the air, pushed you against the wall over the table. So if you stand up, you can jump onto the table, jump up into the air, and try to slash down on him.
Yep.
Get
I
him.
succeeded doing that. I succeeded doing that, and I do 13 points of damage.
17.
No, 13. 13.
Oh, 13. I was going to say 17. Nice. Okay. All right. Now, you don't do 13 full points of damage because, again, he does have
I
armor
figured
on
that.
him.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you definitely do some points against him.
Wow, I do. Okay.
It's just not as much as you think.
I assumed this. That's why I was not excited that he was coming at us. Or at me, I should say.
All right. Jax, what would you like to do?
I'm like, I look at the ghostly figure. I'm like, I can't believe that guy hit you with a rock. As I like pull my knife up and try and stab him.
Can you believe what he did? Shank.
Yes. I made it.
Okay.
9 damage.
9. Wow. Okay. Yeah. You again heavily armored and whatnot. It doesn't do the full 9, but you definitely do something to it.
I love how he's not telling us how many points that it's doing to it, and it's just making us like even more uncomfortable that we're wasting our time hitting this guy.
Yeah. You really don't want to know. But good news is, Jax, number 7. It's gonna go for you this time.
What part of that's good news?
So, Jax, as you like stab up with your knife and whatnot, it's actually going to like you do a little bit of damage and everything like that. You kind of pull your knife back. It will actually, again, headless, okay? But it's going to bend down to you. And it's what you would assume where its head is going to be right in front of your face. And it lets out this unholy roar. This ghastly scream erupts from its headless neck and cuts like a rusty blade through all player characters' souls. So I need Frostbite, I need Jax, and I need Grillick to roll against your willpower because you're taking a fear attack, please.
Ooh, 1.
Ooh.
Dragon.
Made it right on, but
Okay.
congrats.
Oh, I made it. I'm under. Wow, I thought I was over. Okay.
Perfect. You all do not take a fear attack. You all are solid. So, and that's what I like about these monsters. Not all the monsters do physical damage. Some of them do emotional damage. So,
My mother.
That's-
My mother is one of the
that's
monsters from
great.
Dragonbane. Thanks.
so Stormhair, number 10. You being down in the cellar, you have heard what sounds like combat. It sounds like your fellow companions are in great dire assistance and they need your help. What are you going to do?
That's what I heard. That's what Grillick said. But can I know what's in the cellar before I decide what I'm gonna do? Since I lit the torch, like
You can. Oh, yes. No, you certainly can. So as you finally get the torch lit and you're kind of holding it high, there's only like from the ground that you're standing on to the ceiling. It's 4 meters tall. Okay, so it's not going to take you much to climb up and get out of here. But as you hold the torch up high, you see something kind of like just right there on the rim of the light. Please make me a awareness roll to see if you can actually tell what it is.
Oh, I got a 20.
Ooh, demon. Okay. All right. So as you're holding this torch up,
Treasure.
and this is with your demon roll, you're kind of like, hello? Somebody there? Who? It looks like a body. It looks like a figure. And you hear this, ugh, and you hear what sounds like somebody walking through water, and you see the ripples first. Coming into the light is this tall orc, kind of just looking at you. Just, who are you?
I'm Stormhair. I'm here for the treasure.
There's no treasure down here. And just keeps walking towards you slowly, just like a couple steps at a time.
I would slowly walk backwards.
You've only got like a couple meters before you hit the wall, like before you're like right on the wall.
Okay. Is he a nice orc?
You could ask.
Can I ask that question?
Mm-hmm.
Are you friendly?
Am I friendly? You see
Oh.
you see in its hand like this small wooden club, and it's just kind of like at its side, kind of just walking over to you. And I've been trapped down here from the goblins. I've been trapped down here for a little while, and you ask me if I'm friendly.
I can help you out. We've killed the goblins. They're no more. You can use my rope and get out. You're free.
Oh, I think that's a great idea.
So I'd like to rescue the orc.
Okay. Roll your persuasion.
Can I use my adaptive and trade my persuasion for bartering?
Sure.
My
This like
bartering is
it's
10
a
and my
perfect-
persuasion is 5.
perfect opportunity.
Okay, let's do that.
At the beginning, the orc,
Whew.
the one who defeated.
I got a 10 and it's a 10.
Ooh. Perfect. Okay, yeah. Now make sure you're counting your willpower points. Okay, make sure you're subtracting those. So yeah. As you kind of like look at this orc and you say, hey, I'll help you. You use the rope. You can get free and everything like that. It stops, looking at you. Okay, yeah. Did you kill all the goblins? Are you sure?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
My friends did. So if they're not all dead, it's their fault, not mine.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't know there was a bus in this game.
Yeah, because
I mean, I don't know why you're saying that, Jax. You just threw Frostbite under the bus. I mean, let's put
tactical.
that.
That was
There's
tactical.
lots of buses in this game.
All right, so yeah. The orc will look at you, Stormhair, with kind of like a grin, a smile. We'll walk up, like I assume you're all the way against the wall, just kind of keeping distance. It's only like 4 meters from where the rope is, so you're not too far, but you're still far enough. It walks up to the ladder or the rope, and with the small club kind of like wedges it into its tunic pants, and just kind of, thank you, and starts to climb up.
I'd also like to yell and warn Grillick or whoever's near the hole that he's a friendly orc, so that nobody attacks him too.
So as you say, or like as you yell out to like your friends and everything like that, nobody responds back. It's almost like nobody's up there. It's like they're away from the hole doing something.
What?
What's crazy how that happens,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
I tried.
All right. Let's draw some new cards.
I'm gonna use my veteran's ability to retain my initiative card from the previous round.
You were number 4, right?
I was.
All right.
Keep that, and I'll subtract my willpower point for that.
Perfect.
I also have that ability, but I'm not going to use it.
You don't want to?
No, I want a better initiative.
Okay. All right. So, Frostbite. 7. So Frostbite 7. Jax. You get 10 this time.
What?
And then Grillick, you are 4. Stormhair. 5. And then the orc, 9. These are going to be some low numbers. Oh.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
3.
Not nice.
And then 1. All right. Now remember, you all can trade with your all's initiatives.
Is Frostbite you want to trade?
What do you have for a number?
5.
Stormhair has 5.
I'll trade with you. I'll trade my 5. Your 5 from my 7.
Okay. So it looks like the monster will get a couple attacks in. Then we'll have.
Does the monster want to trade with me?
Yeah, you have a 10. Unfortunately, the monster or the orc won't trade with you because you have the lowest or the highest number. They'll only trade for lower.
The
That's
orc
great.
is our friend.
All right.
All right. Well, see. Okay. Because Grillick, Jax, and Frostbite, you all are right there. We're gonna do 1-2, 1-2 for Frostbite, 3-4 for Jax, and then 5-6 for Grillick. Now remember, you can use your action to evade. Okay. Grillick, it's gonna go for you. Would you like to use your action to parry or dodge?
What? No.
Okay. So with its creaking joints, the white will swing its Morning Star in a powerful attack against you. Dealing 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm glad I'm wearing a little bit of armor. That's a lot.
That was its power attack.
I suppose I should have.
All right. Are you still up by chance?
I am.
Okay.
Just
Excellent.
barely, but I am.
All right. Jackson Frostbite. We are going to do 1, 2, 3 for Frostbite, and then 4, 5, 6 for Jax. And Frostbite.
I mean, I feel like I need to parry this.
So it rolled horrifying threats. So this is not a physical attack. The white turns towards you, and you almost like as it turns towards you again, it's headless. So you don't see where these whispers are coming from, but in your head, you hear whispers, like horrifying whispers coming into your head. I need you first off become scared, but I need you to roll against your willpower, please, at a Bane.
I have against my willpower a Bane. Is that what you just said?
Yes, sir. 2d20, take the highest.
Yeah, that's a fail.
All right. Let me roll on the fear table real quick. Enfeebled. Fear drains your energy and determination. You lose 4 points of willpower, and you become disheartened as well. So you just took 2 conditions.
Okay. So I lose 4 points of willpower.
Mhm.
And what was it? What was the next one?
You become disheartened, and you become scared.
Oh, great. So
you are now at a Bane on charisma and willpower.
Gotcha.
All right. But that is its turns. So, Grillick, what would you like to do?
All right, so I am going to use my unforgiving power to roll with a boon, since
Yes,
it just
sir.
hit me, just to make sure that I can hit it.
Okay.
And I'm going to swing my battle axe, because this may be the only time I get to swing my battle axe. And definitely hit. The low was a 6.
All right. Roll your damage.
Shit. I broke my... Alright.
Sorry.
There's no one over there. Oh, good a minute.
We have rogue dice.
13.
13. Okay. You jot that down. It definitely doesn't look like 13 full points of damage, but you have definitely hit it.
I did something.
You did something. All right. And I'll keep your 4 to the side in case you wish to use the veteran ability again. But we have 5 next. So, Frostbite, what would you like to do?
I feel like I should swing my broadsword and try to. Actually, you know what? Can I run past this creature and get to the hole where Stormhair is?
You can. Now, if you move past the enemy and out of its range, it will get a free attack on you. But you do get to roll your evade to see if it misses.
Oh, great! Which I have a Bane on evade, so that's even better.
But you could
I
do
feel
it.
like that. Yeah, I feel like that's what I'm gonna have to do, because I don't think that I'm doing it. I don't think we're doing any damage to him, and I only have a handful of hit points. So let's do that. I'm going to try to run and go to the hole where Garmenia is.
Okay.
I'm going to try to evade.
So as you push past him, you get just right out of his range. Go ahead and roll your evade.
16, so that does not succeed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
What?
You will get to the hole, because it's going to
Nice.
use Hand of Death again, where it ushers towards you and actually pushes you further.
Does it push me into the hole?
Don't worry.
Nothing.
We'll see. We'll see. So first thing, it does 4 points of bludgeoning as it pushes you and you hit the ground.
Okay. That doesn't do any damage to me because I have armor.
Okay,
Awesome.
perfect.
You come face to face with an orc coming out of the hole.
And that's exactly what I was just about to say.
You kiss
Frostbite the Fearless. I need a odds or evens roll from you. Tell me odds or tell me evens.
We're gonna go with odds.
All right. So as you kind of go sliding on stone, you stop just short of the hole itself, and as you're kind of like looking, like you're being pushed, and you look up, you see this hand that is not Stormhair grab onto the stone in front of you, like crawling out of the hole, and you see the second hand grab on the other side and it's pulling up, and before you see this orc.
Ugh.
And it's
Does
gonna,
he also hear me yelling that the orc is nice?
now, yes, yeah. The orc is going to continue pulling itself up, and it's going to like stand to the side of you. Do you want to say anything to it? Because you did hear, hey, the orc is nice.
I'll be like, hey, I'm Frostbite. You don't want to go that direction. I think we're better off back down in this hole.
Who summoned the robber knight?
It wasn't me. Yeah. I'm headed back down. I'm headed down here. I'll let me know when it's clear.
So you're just gonna roll and fall into climb down the rope.
Yeah. I'm just gonna.
Okay. We'll see how that goes. Jax.
No, I have 10.
Oh, sorry.
That's
That's
my turn.
Stormhair. Yeah.
Well, I was considering leaving the hole. Now I feel strange about doing that.
I mean, before you saw the orc climb out, and then as soon as the orc cleared and you're grabbing onto the rope, you see Frostbite almost like baseball slide into the hole, climbing down the rope. Don't go out there.
Why? What's happening?
Lots of fear and bludgeoning, and yeah, we're better off down here, Stormhair.
Let's search the room for a door.
All right.
That's what I'd like to do.
All right. So you go ahead and use a awareness, please.
God. Nope.
Okay. Well, you start to walk into the room with your torch because it's pitch black down here. You're kind of wading through water. You're not stepping on anything that's going to trip you or anything like that. You don't specifically see anything that stands out, but you do see what looks like stairs. You take several steps in, and finally the torch itself gives off light enough that there's stairs on the other side leading up.
Frostbite, if we can't go back up that way, let's go towards the stairs.
All right. That sounds good.
Okay. All right. We've got Grillick and Jax. Who wants it? Who wants it? Let's see here. We'll do 1, 2, 3 for Jax, and then 4, 5, 6 for Grillick. Grillick, I think you made a friend.
Good night.
So here's the fun fact. It rolled sweeping attack again. So it's any enemy or any player character, apologize, within 2 meters. So this would be both of you all.
I don't like that one either.
I'm gonna
That's
die.
worse.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. Ooh. For a total of 10 points of bludgeoning.
I'm down.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Oh, you're not dead. You're just down. You're down.
Oh,
So-
no, I'm dead.
She's like, I don't want to fight this thing. I'm done.
I'm just saying. Wait, does leather absorb anything?
All right.
How
Like
much?
one.
Okay, I'm dead.
So number 9, the orc. The orc is going to see this. And the orc is going to turn towards the gate. Now, I need to roll for the orc to see if it hops over the hole. It just barely makes it. As it's like, it sees the robber knight over there. It's like, not today. It jumps over the hole and just takes off. It starts running.
Cool.
It's not staying. It is gone. Jax. So you said you were down, correct?
I am down.
All right. So with the way that death saves work in Dragonbane, you get the couple different things. So one, you can persuade yourself to stand up at 0 HP. You're rolling persuasion at a bane. And if that fails, I need you to roll a death save, which means you're going to roll against your constitution.
It fails.
Okay, so you do not stand up. But go ahead and roll against your constitution.
I made it against my con.
Perfect. That's one success.
Okay.
So go ahead and mark that on your character sheet, please. All right. Grillick, are you keeping number 4 again?
No.
No? Oh.
No. Just. I mean, I'm unconscious at this point, so. Or down, so I'm like, yeah, whatever.
All right. I do want to say, out of the 100 and almost, I think this is game number 153 for me, or session. I will say, if combat gets to be like round 4 or more, it doesn't look so good. So.
Well, that's a huge vote of confidence for us. Thanks, Jonathan.
Frostbite. 4.
Okay. All right.
We're just gonna go with Stormhair.
For the 3rd time.
Yikes.
Wow.
Jax. 1.
Oh.
Grillick. 6. And then 4, the Robber Knight. Eight. All right.
What about the orc?
Oh, the orc is long gone. Yeah, the orc started taking off and going.
Didn't have any guilty conscience for just leaving us there.
I don't think it did. No.
Wow.
Dirk was like, I'll call you. And you were like, you don't have my number. And it was like, yeah, I'll call you.
I was not persuasive enough.
I have a question.
No.
If I persuade myself to get up, do I get an attack? Or is that my action?
Oh, no. If you can persuade yourself to stand up at 0 HP, I will fully allow you to do what you wish.
Okay.
So, it is your turn.
I persuade nothing.
All right. Go
But I
ahead.
made my con save.
Yes.
Nice. So
Perfect.
you did make it. You did make that. Excellent.
Okay. So, let's see. 2 party members are down, the ones that are next to the robber knight. The other 2 party members are down in the hole. Number 3, what is the robber knight going to do? Well, nobody knows because nobody can see it.
You don't feel so great for corpses right now.
Mr. Frostbite, what would you like to do?
I feel like I need to look for something down while we're down here to. What do you do when you're up against? You gotta look for something to help you out. So
Roll for a
I feel
spot
like I
hidden.
need to MacGyver something down here. I think.
Okay.
The spot hidden. So that's a 6, and isn't that an intelligence? So that means I don't have the Bane in that. So.
Can I help?
Now, I will allow, even though you go on round 10, I will allow you to use your action right now to assist in looking. So that would give you a boon to your roll, basically.
All right. So the first roll definitely failed. The second roll succeeded, though. So that's
Ooh.
good.
Yay!
Fantastic. All right. So as you're down
Finally
there,
get to know what's in the cellar.
yeah, like as you all see the stairs, you kind of start wading through the water, kind of like going towards it. And as you are going, Frostbite, you see something kind of glimmer off of the torch in the white or in the water. It looks like a some kind of rusty horned helmet.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of looks
Does it-
familiar to you specifically. Yeah.
That looks like the helm from the picture.
Yeah, because as you go reach
Right.
down and pick it up, you kind of like turn around, like looking into it because it has a visor. The visor's down. You actually
Yep.
see a skull inside the helmet.
Oh, hey, I found the head, I think.
Yeah.
The head.
Yeah, upstairs there's up above there's this like ghostly apparition with like lots of armor that's just kicking everybody's butts that doesn't have a head. I think I just found it.
Oh, that's neat.
Hopefully.
All right.
Maybe we should return its head.
So that's your action and everything like that. Number 6. I think that's Grillick.
Saving for death.
So yeah, you can persuade you can persuade yourself to stand up if you want to use persuasion. If not, go ahead and roll against your con.
Roll against my con. No, I missed it.
Ooh.
All right, so that's one death fail. So go ahead and mark that down at the bottom of your sheet. So for 8 and 9, that is the monster upstairs. You all don't know what it's doing. And as far as you all can tell, it hasn't come down here yet.
All right.
So, see what we can do.
What did I have that round? I had 4.
Yes.
I have for initiative. Can I spend my 2 my willpower point and keep my initiative for 4?
You certainly can. Certainly can. So, Stormhair.
Dang.
Another 10.
I swear I am not doing this on purpose. I don't know how this is happening.
I'm being targeted.
Because you've been in the basement the whole time.
Jax.
Well,
3. Grillick, you are 5. And then 2, 8, 7. And then 4 for frostbite. All right, so Jax, go ahead and persuasion if you wish.
Ooh, I got a 1.
Oh,
Does that do anything?
that means you're persuading yourself to stand up.
With like vigor. I'm like, alive!
Up like Mary Lou Retton.
Now here's the thing. I will say, you come out of consciousness. Okay, so you still have 0 HP. We will still roll death saves because you haven't gained any HP yet, but you're out of unconsciousness. So if you want to just lay there to kind of see what's going on, you could. Or if you want to stand up and try to stab the thing, you could do that too. You know, it's up to you.
Oh yeah, if today's a good day to die. So I like come to, and what I would like to do is try to like wrap myself around the back of his leg and stab his calf. But I mean like hold on like you Bronco, like I'm on the back of your leg and I'm tiny.
Okay.
Might even bite his calf if I can. Like if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna annoy the heck out of him.
What's your duckbill? You're gonna bite?
Yeah, it's happening.
Okay. So as you kind of come out of consciousness and you start to stand up, you're looking around. You don't see it right next to you.
Dang it.
No, it is nowhere near you. In fact, as you're looking around the courtyard, trying to figure out where it is, you see it walking back up the steps to the tower.
So it's got a little bit of a distance on me, what, like 15 meters?
Give or take, yeah.
In that case, I slap myself a Band-Aid. And...
So are you trying to do the healing?
Yeah.
So
if he's not far away, then I'm just gonna I'll take a moment, a little breather.
So the thing about the healing, it only works if you're unconscious.
Oh dang. All right. I slapped my homie with a Band-Aid and say, get up.
All right, so go ahead and roll healing on Grillick.
It's a D4, right?
No, first roll your healing skill check.
Oh.
You gotta do it right first.
Ooh, I don't know. I just slap his unconscious body.
Do you want to push
I'll
it
push
maybe? Yeah.
So it's intelligence.
Now, yeah, because well, actually, hang on. Before you push it, the Band-Aid actually gives you a boon to the heal check. So go ahead and roll the second D20, taking the lower of the options.
I made it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a D6 for me, and that is how much health Grillick gets back.
6.
There you go.
Wow.
6.
All right, so that was Jax's turn. Frostbite. It is your turn.
Yes, my turn. If I go, can I run up these stairs? And I'm hoping that it brings me up back out to the courtyard.
Go ahead and roll me a beast lore.
A beast lore?
Mm-hmm. Because you have this horn helmet with a skeletal head inside, you know where it goes. Okay, never mind then.
That's a fail.
But you do see stairs that lead up. If you're heading over there, you have plenty enough speed, movement to make it over there. And as you look, it looks like looks just like cellar doors, basically.
Okay.
Did you want to flip one over?
Yeah, I didn't know if I could flip one over. Or not.
Oh yeah. You can flip one over and see that it does take you to the courtyard.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to get to the courtyard to like hopefully encounter the
Yeah. I mean, basically, you're just standing on the stairs, and you have one of the cellar doors open. So, do you want me to hold on to number 4 for you?
Yes, please.
5, Grillick.
Am I rolling another death roll, or am I good?
No, you have been saved by Jax. You have 6 hit points. You are no longer unconscious. What would you like to do?
What happened?
We got knocked out. And then he went that away, and the wolf went in the hole and there's just muttering.
So what do we do now?
You could try to. I mean, you could hunker down really if you want. I mean, if you happen to look through the courtyard, you can see that the white, this armor ghostly thing, is walking back up the steps towards the tower.
I imagine we just crawl towards the room that they came out of with the table and all that stuff to kind of like just take cover for a little bit, lick our wounds.
Sure.
I suppose.
Just kind of hold still for a moment, see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. For the next 2 actions, it is going to. Let me see here. Frostbite, can you roll me a stealth, please?
I don't think that worked. No. Sneaking?
Yeah, sneaking. Sorry, I said stealth.
Yeah, no, that's a fail.
So as you swing that cellar door open, it makes noise. And, you kind of have that helmet kind of tucked into your side, kind of like you saw in the painting.
Sure.
The robber knight, as he's making his way back up the stairs, stops, turns. Now, again, it's headless. You can't tell where it's looking, but you get this eerie feeling as it's turning itself, it's looking directly at you.
Sure.
It jumps from the stairs, landing in the courtyard, and you're roughly 6 meters from it now. It's holding out a hand towards you.
All right. Oh yeah.
We'll cut to Storm here real quick. Are you going to follow Frostbite through the water up the stairs?
Yeah, I'll follow through the water up the stairs.
As you do, you get to right behind where Frostbite is, and you're kind of like, why'd you stop? And you see clearly why. This is the first time you've seen it. You see this, dark armor, ghostly kind of thing standing there in front of you. Like the armor looks real, but the body inside the armor looks ghostly. No head, but it's holding out its hands. One hand towards Frostbite. And as we finish this round of initiative, Frostbite, what do you wish to do?
I would like to take the helm and the skull that's in the helm and just kind of just like hand it over to the robber knight and be like, here, I feel like you've been searching for this for a while. Hopefully this puts you to rest.
So where one hand is outreached, the other hand still had its warhammer in hand. It opens and lets it go. It takes both hands, reaches for the helmet, grabs it from you, pulls it back. And it's a weird sight that you see in front of you where again, it's headless. You can only assume like it's looking down at the helmet because it kind of turns it out right to where the where like you'd be looking out the visor and whatnot. It lifts the visor and it turns it around, puts it on the body, connects it with the body, I should say. And as you're like looking, you see the eyes turn red, like the eye sockets of the skeleton, the skeletal head turn red. And you hear this again, this guttural roar as the mouth opens up finally. It kind of just like starts to like shake a little bit. And you see the ghostly form that was within the armor start to disappear. The armor falls, hits the ground. And it's almost like you can only assume that the Robber Knight has now had peace brought to it somewhat. You know, you've heard the stories about the Robber Knight. You know that people cursed the Robber Knight. You know that people danged it to heck, multiple times. And the spirit itself just held on because of all that hate. But now, potentially, maybe it can rest. The two of you finish walking up the stairs. And Grillick and Jax, you all hear the armor hit the ground, and you all kind of like peer out like to see what's going on. You see Frostbite and Stormhair walking up the cellar's doors or the stairs, and they're in the courtyard now.
Did you give him his hat back?
I did, yes.
See, I knew you could do it, big dog. Let's go see what's in the tower.
As you all start to kind of like start walking towards the tower, you all feel the castle start to shake. You feel the castle start to rumble.
Oh, nope. Out. I'm out.
If you wish to continue towards the tower, you're going to have to make some rolls. Because you feel this place starting to shake, almost as if it's going to start to fall to pieces. So your best bet.
Points. I'm out. You just see some tail feathers in the air.
All right. I'm going to need everybody to make evade rolls, please. Because the tower, the ground itself is starting to fall apart. Like holes are starting to open up to the cellar. The walls that are going around the castle are starting to fall off. So I know Frostbite was a success.
I made it. I'm out.
You're gonna have to toss me again.
What about you, Stormhair?
Yeah, I failed.
Okay. Let's see here. You only take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as a stone falls on your foot, Stormhair. And then for Grillick,
Is my iron helmet still protecting me against the stone hitting my foot?
you know what? We'll say that as the stone was falling, it hits your helmet and falls off to the side. So it doesn't actually hit your foot. So yes, it does.
Cool.
And then Grillick, you get hit for 2 points of bludgeoning damage as a stone is falling off, like from the wall, falls off, hits you and whatnot. I will say the tree, it's still like there's still a small spot where it's like starting to catch flame. It hasn't come into like a full fire or anything like that. It doesn't look like the tree was as dead as you all thought. But the four of you are able to run, jump over the hole, and start running down the gravel path. And as you all do, again, the castle just starts to fall to pieces. Some of it falls inward, some of it falls outward. But you almost get the assumption that the pure hatred of the soul of this robber knight was holding this castle together over the centuries that it's been here.
Hmm.
And you all have successfully survived the castle of the robber knights. Congratulations.
I think we should make camp now.
So wait a minute. Did the only one that came out with like anything besides what we went in with is Stormhair?
Well, I think Jax might have an extra dagger in. That's all you got, right, Jax? That you only got a dagger, right?
And I gave that to Stormhair.
That's right. That's right.
So wait a minute. So Stormhair is the only one that came out ahead in this whole thing.
I would
Yeah.
still like to go look for some gold. Personally, I think
Just through the rubble.
the
Yeah.
castle has more to offer. The cellar, maybe there's like, if we swim underneath, like maybe there's a hole, a tunnel.
It was like Boondock Saints, like her.
There's
and
definitely a tunnel, right?
So if you all decide to make camp, and then maybe in the morning after, after it's stopped shaking, stopped rumbling, maybe then you can go and search for some potential treasure.
I would love to.
So
All
thank
right.
you all for playing in Castle of the Robber Knight. This is easily becoming one of my favorite adventures. The way that it works, the way that it's laid out, it's, if you all can't tell, it's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, it was a lot of fun. I feel like we triggered that whole, Robber Knight, a little too early, but I don't think we were like quite prepared for it because we were like separated. So
Yeah, we lived.
Yeah, I guess. But it is fun, and like I said, if anybody is interested in playing this, pre-order the core book, the hardcover edition, and you'll have access to this adventure. And I know that there's more I'm almost positive there's more to this adventure than what we played through. So even if it spoils a little bit for you, there's still much more to encounter and much more to explore and adventure through in this with this session. So
Yep.
yeah, I want to thank the one and only Mr. Dragonbane for coming on and running this session. As always, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I want to thank Mish for coming on and playing her very first session of Dragonbane tonight. Hopefully she enjoyed it. What do you think, Mish? What do you think? Did you like it?
Great. I need my cat person character.
We'll run another one. We'll shoot for January. What do you think?
Yeah, that should work pretty well.
Let's do it.
If anybody would like to see more Dragonbane, let us know in the comments down below. Janet, Mark, thank you again for coming on and being a part
Thanks
of
for having us.
If folks want to check out the awesome wood products that you make that are gaming related, where should they go? What's your website? Let's plug that.
We're on Facebook at Dirty Woods. This is one of our rolling towers. Yeah. I'm in the midst of a lot of a Kickstarter fulfillment right now, but we're on Facebook, dirtywoods.net, and Instagram are three big ones.
Nice.
Thank
Very
you.
Cool. All right, that's going to do it for this session. I want to thank everyone for joining us. If you made it all this way, love it if you hit that like button down below.
Yes.
And if you'd like to see more Dragonbane, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And we've got plenty more actual plays and reviews and all sorts of content headed your way. Thank you, everyone. Remember, winning shouldn't be the only victory condition when you get to the table. We'll see you next time. Bye now.